This is David Mamet of Lotto Odds. It is April 3rd, 2025. Okay, I'm going to give you an update on the Auto Predict page feature here. We've done so far, when we're going to release this, and I'm going to show you something extraordinary with this feature. Absolutely awesome. You are going to love it. I mean, this thing just got a whole lot better. Okay? I want you to put on your thinking caps, okay? I'm just going to go over the features that we've done, where we're at right now, what we're working on to finish this, to get this out to you. We should have it out to you by next week because the next phase is going to be testing. All right? And then I'm going to show you an example on reducing numbers, which is the extraordinary part. Okay? So put on your thinking caps. All right, first of all, let me just show you what we've added here, okay? Here, you see this column here? It was black, just hit and misses. Now we put in this here, the colored ones, hit and misses. It's the same thing you have in the Auto Predict page, okay? You have the Auto Predict page and you have the Auto Predict feature here, okay? Down here, all right? And this is the one I'm talking about that we're working on. So we put this column in here. We also added red color to the FSB, FBS pairs. So that's front split back pairs, front back split pairs. Okay. And then you have the back and split pairs front. The ones that dominate are the ones that start with an F. Those are the ones that dominate. Look at that run. That is a beautiful run. Okay. And look at this. Now you could see on the mobile page, mobile web page, you could see these runs like that, purple. See the colors. Okay, that's an awesome run right there. Look at that run. Look at that run. Oh my God. That is wonderful, man. Okay, meaning like this. Look, we added this here to help you right there. That's the run here, the purple only. And the other ones you could remove like that. Okay, so we added these filters on. Okay, so you had these two, L1 and M3C, hit and misses, and then now we added these as well. And also now we added in the pairs, okay, we added the front back split and front back split, front split back, and you could basically just isolate these. For example, here you see down here where it says FBS, okay, you see FBS, FSB, like that, or you have front or back pairs. Let me see one here. Yeah, see here, front pair right there, front pair. Here's front pairs. Okay, you can isolate that. You can utilize that filter to isolate those pairs. All right. Let's see, and then we added here this. Okay, so this mimics this. It makes it even much more easier, so you can actually see the real patterns that come out. So, for example, you see the purple here. See how many hit misses, hit wins they are. Hit wins. Look at that. Hit wins. All you do is this. Hit win. Right. And look at this. Isolates it. Right. Gives it 100% here. See 100%. You get 100% in that section when it isolates at 100% right there. See that? 100% is easy because there's nothing else here. So that's clearly 100%. We can add percentages here, but the percentage is added here. What it does, it takes these two, combines them, okay? And these two combines them. Takes all the numbers, but takes two and then adds them. With the total amount, or divides them with the total amount, and see what basically what the percentage would be. All right. So I mean, we could put that down there, but it's not important because you have it up here. Okay. And if you see no numbers here like that, you know it's 100%, and it tells you right there it's 100%. We added these here. Oh, also we added these here. Well, these are high, low, and very low probabilities, and I'm going to show you what this is. This is this column here. This column right here, L1, okay? So it shows you what's high, what's it like. Look, see how you have solid greens or highs like that, okay? So it shows you what they are, okay? See the colors? Anything that has red is very low. Red means like this. Anything that has a red in it, okay? So like this, you see? Look at all this run here, and then a red hits down here. Red hits here, Okay, look at that run. Here's a red. Here's a red, red. Okay, anything that has red, either the slash here or just a solid red here. You see, anything that has red means very low probability. And there's a run here. There's a red, a run, reds, and then a run. Look at that! Look at that long run. Look at that long run until another red hits. So that's basically what that means to help you reduce the numbers even more. You can utilize this feature here. Where is it? Right there. Oops, sorry about that. So many features, but they really help. All right, so it is. What is the feature? Where is that? It's not the binaries. It's not the pairs. Oh, it is the pairs. I forgot here. We added it down here. Okay, that's why. All right, so here it is. These are these right there. Okay, filters. So you can filter those out as well. And with the pairs, right there, these are the pairs. Okay. So we pretty much got have this done. They're finished. They're working. We're testing it now. Okay, we're testing it now. I'm going to be testing it on real live draws. Okay, I want to show you what we're doing next, which is very important, and it's going to help you catch winners. Okay, it's the calendar here. We're going to modify this calendar, and I've showed you in the past how we're going to modify it to help you out a lot. It's going to look like this, okay? And this is really important. All right, so look, the first, we're going to add the hit and misses with that, and we're going to add the key predict color, plus we're going to color red anything that has FSB in it, okay? Now, when you look at it, right, look at this. And this is, now, look, this is just the 8s and 9s pair sum. See, the pink and the brown, that's all there is here. And they hit. They dominate, okay? And you'll find that in all the states, pretty much, they dominate. So here, if you look at just the M3C hit miss section, look, I want you just to pay attention to that. See how it comes out? You see hits, a lot of hit, and then the red FSB. Look, here, hit FSB, hit FSB, hit FSB, hit FSB, hit, oh, that's not hit, that's miss. Hit FSB, hit FSB, hit FSB. See, look, they dominate. Hit FSB, hit FSB. See that? All through there. You see that? So it won't be difficult to catch those, especially when you're dealing with few numbers. You can play them all week. For example, if you took this week from the 17th to the 22nd, look, you have one winner there, two winner there, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 winners in 1 week. That is absolutely awesome. You can, if you're playing very few numbers, you can go crazy on this and win huge prizes. As you can see, it takes patience when you work through this, but also you can work with states that have only 2 draws. You don't have to go with 4 draw state like Texas, okay? 2 draw state, all right? Less money, but you wind up hitting it. Let me show you. Yeah, let me show you. Let's do something like, let me show you 2 states. Let me show you first Florida, for example, and 822. Last month, not this month. Okay, here. 8 and 9, okay? 8 and 9. All right, take those out. Look at that. Look at that. All right, this is only 2 draws per day, and it dominates. Look, all week it's hit. Look like this week. Look, 23rd to the 29th, it hit like almost every day except one. Where you've got, look, 822 and 12 dominate. Okay, play 822, you would hit it multiple times in 12. Look at that. Okay, this is a no-brainer. Look at this week. The second to the 9th hit every single day. 8 9s hit every single day. All right, it's no brainer. You know, I go to North Carolina. Look, what's to North Carolina? All right, previous month, March. Let's see how North Carolina does. All right, and then I'm going to show you what is extraordinary. Okay, with the new features that were added. Look at that; they dominate. The two draw state as well. Look at this. We start out with the 30th to the 2nd. Every single day it hit. Okay, you cannot lose here. All right, now let me show you what is extraordinary. Look. All right. So say we're dealing with 822, right? Because you saw how 822 hit a lot. Okay, so if I do 822, say for example like this, do 822. Okay, 822. All right, and then we went, say, singles, because singles dominate. We know singles dominate. All right, leave that open. And then we're going to go to what? FSB, because remember, I showed you FSB also dominates, right? In 1 week, you could hit it multiple times. So if you isolate this, first of all, with the hit, remember, we isolate the hit, okay? So the hit is isolated. And then we're going to go to FSB with the pairs here. Turn off all this. Turn this off. Turn that. Look at that. Look at that, my friends. Look at that. 5 numbers. That's a killer. That's a killer. We're going to do Florida and North Carolina. That'll be the end of it as an example, but this is a killer. Remember, it hits multiple times a week. If you're playing with only 5 numbers a draw, you're going to kill this. All right, 5, let's see, depending where you play. So we're dealing with 125, so 3750. Depends where you play. Divide 125. How many draws do we have? Oh, my God. 30 draws. 30 draws. You're talking about 2 weeks, over 2 weeks. Over 2 weeks in a 2-draw state, over 2 weeks of playing. This is what we're talking about, okay? Over 2 weeks, okay? That you can wind up catching these, okay? And you can wind up going for it big, okay? So look, over 2 weeks, 2-draw state, okay? Something like this. How many times are you going to catch 2-2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 weeks. Another 2 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 1, 2. This is crazy. This is what I'm telling you. What's extraordinary. What we have done. What we have done here. I need to get this calendar ready for you guys. This is what the delay is right now. I need you guys to be able to see this, because when you another thing. Look at the key predict color. Green and purples. You know what that means? That means this right here. Hold on. That means this right here. The key predict. You can choose. If you think green is going to come out, you just click that. Bam. And it will tell you green is not going to win. Green is not going to win. The next draw, if you think it's going to be green coming out, at least it'll tell you won't win. It's going to tell you it's purple with only 5 numbers. And that would be a way to realize if purple's going to win. For example, if you have 3 or 4 purples already, okay, low chance purple's going to hit next, then you know 822 will not hit. It has a low probability of hitting. Could hit. These are not guarantees, these probabilities. But this is absolutely incredible. So look, let's turn that back on. Okay, we're dealing with this. The hit win, right? Because that dominates, and we're dealing with here FSB, okay? You know why we're dealing with that, because it dominates. Let's go to Florida. Let's see what Florida's got for us. Oh my God. 6 numbers. 6 numbers. All right, let's go to North Carolina. 9 numbers. This is not bad. And what if we went to green? 0 numbers, telling you, again, it won't win next draw if you think it's going to be green, but it's going to be purple, okay? And that can help you determine, again, if it's going to, like, for example, 2, you think green's going to come out, and this is only purple could win, then you know it's not going to be 822 that's going to win next. This is absolutely awesome, all right? So I did Texas. I like Texas. Look at that. Look at that. 2 numbers. 2 numbers you would have to play only, okay, for the next draw for that. Okay, I probably would play only 2 state draw. Okay, play less numbers and then win your pot up, get your pot up, and then start winning, playing other states. Okay, this is absolutely incredible. I'm telling you guys, it is right in front of your face. They don't lie. These numbers don't lie. The patterns don't lie. They're right there. It's showing you they will win. And the fact that we've got them down to under 10 numbers, you can play it in with the 5 numbers, you could play for 2 weeks. For the 10 numbers, you could play for over a week. This is insane, which means you can catch these. You can catch them, okay? This is, hold on, open up that. You could catch these. You see that? How about 912? Let's go to 912. Let's go to 9. Let's go to 12. 12. How many numbers do we have? Oh, 8 numbers, guys. 8 numbers. And you know 912 is popular. It has a lot of numbers. 100%. Look at that. Okay. This is insane. And then you have other patterns you could help to reduce the numbers. Okay. If you don't think it's low, if you think it's going to hit high, there you go. High. You even reduce it by two more. All right. But I'll play all 8 numbers. All right. What's Florida with 912? How many numbers? 11. Okay. And then how many North Carolina? North Carolina is 8. Oh, it's still, these are still low. Okay. The fact that you could even go down to 2 numbers, playing 11 numbers, doesn't make a difference because at times you'll be playing such low numbers. What's important is that each drawer is consistently low, around 10 or below numbers. This will get you the huge wins. Okay. All right. So we should have this out to you by next week, this upgrade. All right. And then after that, we're going to introduce something to you that's awesome, even more awesome. It's going to help you. It's going to be part of this. We are going to create here an alert, and I spoke to you about this in the past. You can assign these patterns to it. So instead of you having to come here all the time and grabbing these patterns like this, which is exhausting at times, especially if you're playing all week or multiple times, right? A week, you want to come here and you want to turn on the alert. The alert, you could have it email you, okay? You could assign alert number to it, 1 to 4. Okay, we either do 1 to 4 or 1 to 6, depends, we'll see. You go assign it a pattern, okay? And you just come here and you just click number 1, you click number 2, you click number 3, whatever, and the pattern would automatically populate the page for you with the numbers. Now, if you want the numbers to be emailed to you, you click the email checkbox, and then what you'll have, these numbers, you won't even have to come here. These numbers, the program will auto pick the numbers for you based on the patterns that you want to play, and it will send you these numbers, okay, in your email box. You just grab them from there and you play each draw, okay? Absolutely awesome, okay? There is an ability for us to be able to auto play these for you on certain sites, but we'll think about that and the legality of it and stuff like that. But yeah, for now, this is what we're going to be doing after release the upgrade. Okay? I wish you the best.